Hello, Amador County. I'm Tom Slivick. Welcome to TSPN's News for today. Let's take a look at our stories. The Board of Supervisors today, Tuesday, January 22nd, held a brief discussion involving proposed gun control legislation and the Second Amendment, with possible action on a letter resolution by the Board of Supervisors. The discussion item has been placed on the board's next regular scheduled meeting, February 12th. It will be held in the Board of Supervisors chambers at the County Administration Building. Dorado County Sheriff John DeAugustini, in a letter to Vice President Joe Biden on January 17th, wrote expressing his concern over proposed new gun laws. The letter reads as follows, and I quote, "Dear Mr. Vice President, I am elected Sheriff of El Dorado County, California, and as such I am sworn to support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I was also elected by the people of El Dorado County to manage and direct 358 employees of the El Dorado County Sheriff's Office. As a leader, I take my oath of office seriously and in doing so set an example to those I lead. My agency's mission statement reads as follows. The mission of the El Dorado County Sheriff's Office is to uphold the law through the investigation and enforcement of criminal and civil law, provide leadership and law enforcement support to allied enforcement agencies to deliver consistent and humane treatment to those placed in our care and custody, and to perform these responsibilities in a manner that is responsive to the needs of our community and faithful to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California. As you can see, the United States Constitution, the foundation of our liberties that we are both sworn to support and defend, is the crux of our duty and honor we owe to all we serve and lead. The purpose of this letter is to go on record of reaffirming my oath of office and making it clear that I and my staff will never violate that oath by being pressured into enforcing any unconstitutional provision, law, or executive order. It is well known and proven with facts, not emotional interference, that gun control of any kind has no effect on reduction of crime anywhere. If all manner of firearms were removed from within the borders of the United States, those in society who would have no respect for the rule of law would still find a way to obtain and use firearms. This is an absolute fact given the current laws we have in this nation and in California that ban possession by felons and prohibited classes. Yet law enforcement continue to encounter the aforementioned individuals in possession of firearms. Our nation's problem with violent crime is not an issue of firearms, it's an issue of mental illness and antisocial behavior. If as much efforts were expanded in keeping criminals out of our communities and identifying and treating our mentally ill are expanded in the folly of gun control, this nation would experience an immensely measurable decrease in violent crime. My agency will continue to support and defend the constitutional rights of all we serve without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion. Respectfully signed, John DeAugustini, Sheriff Coroner, Public Administrator. Siskiyou County Superior Court Judge Karen L. Dixon has ruled that the Department of Fish and Game, now known as the Department of Fish and Wildlife, has overstepped its authority in trying to regulate water use by requiring farmers and ranchers to obtain a lake or streambed alternation agreement, LSAA, also known as a 1600 permit, before diverting water under their water right. Fish and Game Code Section 1600 et set was enacted in 1961 and requires prior notice to the Department of Fish and Wildlife of activities that will substantially divert or obstruct the natural flow of a stream if a determination is made that could adversely impact fish and wildlife dependent upon the stream. A LSAA is entered into to mitigate the adverse consequences. Beginning in 2005, the department's Region 1 sent letters of water diverters informing the recipients that the department considered agricultural diversions to be subject to Section 1602 and that the recipient had two options, either to participate in a watershed-wide agreement or to obtain a LSAA as an individual. The lawsuit against the department was filed in March 2011 by the Siskiyou County Farm Bureau on behalf of members who farm along the Scott and Shasta rivers. The court concluded that the legislature did not intend to include the act of diverting water pursuant to a water right to be within the regulatory scope of Fish and Game Code Section 1602, and found therefore that the law does not require notification of the act of extracting water pursuant to a valid water right where there is no alternation to the bed bank or stream. Please contact RCRC's Kathy Mannion at KMANNION@rcrcnet.org or give her a call at 916-444-806 with any questions or comments. The Amador Regional Sanitation Authority Board meeting, scheduled for Wednesday, January 23rd, has been canceled. The next regular meeting of the ARSA Board will be held on Wednesday, February 27th at 10 a.m. in the Sutter Creek Community Building located at 33 Church Street, Sutter Creek. March is Women's History Month. The American Association of University Women, the AAUW, Amador branch will celebrate on Friday, March 8, 2013 at 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the Jackson Junior High School gym. Students from Ione and Jackson Junior High Schools have been invited to write a short essay about a woman I admire, and the top essayists from each school will be showcased at the Women's History Month event. The public is welcome at no cost. Please join in the celebration. Refreshments will be served. Contact Mary Thorpe at 245-3715 or Heidi O'Hare at 257-3326 should you have questions. Let's take a quick look at our weather. Beautiful sunny day today out there. We're going to have a high of 64 with a low of 45. Winds out of the west at 5 miles an hour on Wednesday with a 30% chance of rain. That's on Wednesday with a high of 62, a low of 41. Winds will be out of the east at 3 to 5 miles an hour. And on Thursday, mostly sunny with a high of 62, low of 42. Our air quality index report for today has ozone levels unhealthy for sensitive groups at 102 and moderate on Wednesday at 94. You want to find out if it's a burn day, a permissible burn day, give them a call at 223-6246 before you light that fire. And we're going to be taking a break, and then we'll have our interview with Plymouth City Manager Jeff Gardner. So stay with us right here on TSPN. We'll be right back. You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.